Gary and I were trying to put together a thing. Gary Setzer, that is, Brian's younger brother, who had played with him up until he hit the big time. We were trying to do kind of like a Hall & Oates, like R&B, rock and soul thing, and we called it Setzer Cochran. We got pretty heavy on the Philly circuit and in New York City, and we decided we were going to take the shot and go to England. We went to England. We about 4 weeks. It was a great time. We spent most of the time in London, and we worked with the Stray Cats' old publicist, and we did some showcasing, and we did a bunch of gigs in town, and basically we ran out of money then too. And we headed back to the States, but it was a huge learning experience for me, and at that point I realized that leaving the country was something that I wanted to continue to do. I got home from England. Gary Setzer and I split. The band stayed with me, and we made an album called Out in the Streets. I moved to New York City. Hooked up with a guy named Steve Boyer and Tony Bon Jovi at Power Station, famous recording studio, and proceeded to make a lot of tapes and do a lot of sessions, a lot of different projects, and learned an awful lot about recording in that period. And actually we compiled most of it on a double CD called the Power Station tapes later on down the road. But that was a big learning experience for me. Power Station, we crossed paths with a lot of people there. I mean, big people. Phoebe Snow, Bonnie Raitt, Pat Metheny, Cher, David Sanborn, Luther Vandross, Billy Squier, and many, many more on a daily basis. Although Power Station kept me quite busy, we still had gigs to play. At this particular show, we're opening for Robin Trower. At that time, I had taken residency uptown Manhattan at a jazz club called Mikkel's. It was pretty cool because we were in pretty good company. Robin Ford played there, and Hugh Masakala and Art Blakey, the Jazz Messengers. This is actually the first Power Station band that we were recording at that time. This is where I met Steve Boyer to begin with. This band features Ray Penny on guitar, Gary Bernardo on bass, and Sal DeVito, Ray DeVito's brother, on drums. At this point, the band had changed drastically. I now had a great keyboard player, Bobby Schlesinger, who's with us. Also, John Abbey on bass, and Phil Smith on drums. At this point, I got a call from Carolyn Moss in 1990. She had 3 albums on Mercury, and the deal ended, and about a year later, she got a call and found out that she had a hit in Germany. So she signed with SPV Records, made a new album, and needed to do a tour, so she called me up and wanted to know if I wanted to do it and bring my guys. So I brought Phil Cimino, John Abbey with me. We hooked up with her horn player and keyboard player, and we did a 37-date, 9-week tour of Germany, top to bottom. Our theaters, top-of-the-line tour. It changed me completely. I knew this is what I wanted to keep doing at this point. So this was my second trip out of the country, number 2 for me.
Well, it's a dark day to face all the leaving place to place, and it's not turning well.
When I got home from Germany, I didn't know when I was going to be going back to Europe again, but it was a great experience. I started doing a lot of local stuff. I moved back to Long Island, to Merrick, Long Island, and I started doing a lot of local radio and a lot of local gigs, and just waiting for something to happen.
Long Island Artists Live, and we have Stevie Cochran continuing his visit from the Great Blues Show guys who had him on for their show for the last hour. And Stevie is here with his bass player Ken, and we're going to have another hour of really great blues, but this time around it's going to be live. Stevie, say hi to everybody.
Hi to everybody. We're going to do a thing of mine. I open a lot of shows with this tune. This is a thing.